Hello, my name is Greg Bertsch, and this is my first trip to Nigeria as a country, to this area, Ogbomoso and Oyo State. And I ended up here because I was looking to get involved in some global ministries, and I was connected to a group called Partners Worldwide. I'm an entrepreneur and also a professor. And I wanted to do something that I could use some of my entrepreneurial experience and also some of my experience in teaching others about entrepreneurship and technology. And Partners Worldwide had a beautiful partnership with a group here called the Assembly and Ennovate Labs. And so I was really intrigued by their story. And so I've been participating and being involved from the US through Zoom and from, using virtual tools for about 6 months, and then had the opportunity to come because it's just not, there's no substitute for actually being and seeing and meeting the people and experiencing it. And it's been everything I expected it to be and more so far. It's been a fabulous experience. My first entry into the region was when we landed in Ilorin. And from there on, we were greeted by JD and his team, who was our host. It was a very warm experience. And then we took the trip from the airport to Ogbomoso. And it was just great conversation the whole way. So I knew it was a place that I was going to be extremely comfortable in. Yeah, I think the biggest surprise maybe is the traffic. The traffic is very different here than where I'm from, but what's interesting is how accommodating people are even in really hectic traffic, and how they all know what each other's doing. There's where I come from, people get very angry in traffic situations, and people are very friendly here. That's been surprising, but probably the biggest thing is just the energy of the people and the enthusiasm of the people around me, and how they really enjoy each other, and how they all want to do good and want to really make an impact. And do so much with fewer resources than people in other parts of the world. And so I would say that's probably the biggest surprise is just seeing how much people are accomplishing with less. My first experience meeting people here has been so friendly and warm. I've never felt like an outsider here. I've been invited into all kinds of discussions, and where I come from, people aren't always so easy to make friends with. But here it seems like after just a few conversations or a start of a conversations, you're immediately a friend of whoever you're talking to. And so that's been different, and it's been just extremely heartwarming to see that. When I go back home, my story is going to start with making some of the local food. So I've been looking up recipes on how to make eggs and yam and jollof rice. And so I'm excited to teach my family and my friends about Nigerian food. But the other part of the story is there are so many opportunities here, particularly for entrepreneurship and for solving problems. And there are so many good people and talented people that are like-minded and want to solve these problems too. So I am really excited to come back again, maybe sooner than a year, but for sure within a year. And one of the biggest mistakes I made in this trip was not scheduling enough time. And during this short trip, what I've learned is that there are many opportunities that could take advantage of some of the some of the skills and technologies that we have to really improve local industries and create some interesting ecosystems that we might get involved in. And so the plan for next year would be not only to visit and see some of the outreach of Ennovate and the assembly, but also look into understanding more of the local markets and some of the local economy and some of the products that are produced and some challenges there, because I think, again, those things are solvable and we might be able to have an impact there. Walking into the assembly for the first time, I was really impressed. This really is what I would consider a world-class facility in terms of a startup incubator space. They have, great access to a lot of the things that incubators need, and clearly JD has a great vision of what that assembly has been like, and the experience of working there again is on the same level as what I've seen around the world. I think I'm excited to see what some of the next steps are, because I think there could be some great advantages to creating tools like a makerspace for prototypes can be developed. Media labs, I think, is also a need that could also just fit in and add tremendously to the capabilities of the assembly. So I think, looking forward to that as some of the next steps are going to be really exciting. Okay, you ready?
Go!
Ogbomoso!
Awesome.